Jake.
Reaction to the report.
See, you louder?
Reaction to the reports that Nunes changed this memo after it was voted on?
No, it was before. My understanding is before it was voted on. So the question was the memo. It's important that we scrub these memos for any sources and methods that could reveal national security or compromise national security. That scrubbing has taken place. In consultation with the FBI, they made a change to register those concerns, and then they voted on releasing the memo to the White House. So the process is exactly what it should have been. Scrub to make sure that there are no sources and methods being revealed. When a matter was brought to the attention of the committee, they addressed that matter, and then they went through the committee process. Yeah.
Republicans are traditionally the party of law and order. You have an FBI director saying, please don't release this memo. It is misleading. It is incomplete. He was appointed by a Republican president. Doesn't that give you pause?
No, what concerns me is if we are violating American civil liberties. You have to remember, this FISA law is a very unique law. The FISA law, I'm talking about Title I of FISA. There's been some confusion about different titles in this law. This law allows the government to go to a secret court to get a wiretap on a citizen. So this is incredible power that the people of this country, through Congress, has given our executive branch of government. So we have to make sure that this power is being exercised properly and judiciously. And if there are institutions, or if there are instances or individuals who have abused that power, it is our job in Congress to shed light on that, bring transparency and accountability to the process. Let me just say, the vast majority of the men and women of the FBI are doing a great job. These institutions, the Department of Justice, the FBI, very important institutions for the rule of law, but it's also very important that we guard people's civil liberties as we exercise these institutions. Like I said to you on Tuesday, the men and women over at the Milwaukee office, at the field office in the FBI, they're the ones who are helping keep the opioids out of our schools. So these men and women are doing a fantastic job, but we also have to make sure that if there are certain individuals who did the wrong thing, who either brought bias or cut corners or did something wrong that implicates in American civil liberties, it is our job as congressional overseers to bring people to account so that it doesn't happen again. Molly.
This is actually for Senator McConnell. Senator McConnell, have you seen the memo? And secondly, do you agree with Senator Thune that the Senate Intelligence Committee, at least Richard Burr, should see the memo before it's released publicly?
No, I haven't, and I don't have any suggestions to make to the Speaker. I think he's handling this just right.
Last question.
Mr. Speaker, do you really believe that this memo has nothing at all to do and no impact on the special counsel's investigation?
What I'm trying to say is people should not draw lines. People should not implicate. Well, that's what I'm suggesting. People should not be drawing lines. People should not be implicating independent issues. This does not implicate the Mueller investigation. This does not implicate the DAG. This is about us holding the system accountable and reviewing whether or not FISA abuses occur. The government has been given extraordinary power over citizens' civil liberties. It is our job to make sure that the process is followed properly. And if it's not followed properly, then we need accountability. I say let all of it out so long as we're not involving sources and methods. So long as we're not revealing sources and methods to protect our national security, the more transparency, the better, so that the people of this country can see that their civil liberties are being protected, that the Constitution is being followed. That's why we think sunshine, transparency, and accountability is the correct antidote for this, and that is why the legislative branch of government, this duly elected branch of government, conducts its oversight over the executive branch of government. Thank you very much.
Rosenstein and Ray at that meeting in your office?